Alright everybody, so today I'm going to be making a quilted sunglasses case. My sister had told me that she wanted a sunglasses case, and since her birthday's coming up, I decided I'd make her one. And she loves Wonder Woman, so I made her this quilted fabric. I actually quilted it, myself. Super simple. You just got like quilt batting, and I drew out the lines actually with the pen and put lots and lots of pins and then sewed it. Super easy, but if you guys are interested on a detailed tutorial about how to make your own quilted fabric, you let me know and I can totally make a video. So what I got right here, I got my 2 pieces of my quilted fabric. These are both 9 by 5, and then you'll need 2 pieces of lining fabric, which is also 9 by 5, a zipper, which is 9-inch zipper, some pins, and a sewing machine. And actually also for this you will need a zipper foot. Okay, so the way to attach a zipper is, first of all, always double check that your zipper is working well. I bought all of mine online, so sometimes I am faced with a sticky zipper that will get stuck at the very top, and if you don't check it first and you just sew it right into your fabric, you won't know about it until it's done, and now you're wondering why your new bag won't open. So just save yourself the headache and double check that your zipper functions properly. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to attach the zipper. Now the way we're going to do this is we're going to take the zipper and face it down so the teeth are facing your fabric, your pretty fabric, right? Just like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the lining piece, you're going to put it actually right along the top, just like that. See how it's flush with the quilted fabric? Then you're going to take the lining fabric and you're going to also put it right there. So now what you're going to do is you're going to pin it in place. Now pin away like crazy, because sometimes zippers move and that is not fun. You want your zipper to be nice and secure while you're sewing. So I pin like crazy. But if you like to put a spray adhesive first, do whatever you want to do. I like to pin. Alright. I usually put about 4 or 5 pins to hold it down. And go all the way down. Okay, so the way that you would sew it, you just put your foot down and if you touch it, you can feel where the teeth are. So you're just gonna sew right by it. Trust me, you're not gonna sew on it. Back stitch and sew. And remove pins as you go. Danny, be careful. And back stitch. Okay, so now you remove your excess thread, of course, and now when you turn it around, your zipper's attached. Alright, so now what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull it straight, pull it flat, and you're gonna go and sew back down. You're gonna sew right along here to kind of keep it in place. And sometimes it helps to pull the lining out underneath to make sure it's flush along the edges here, so it doesn't, you know, gather on one side. So now it's nice and secure on one side, and on the other it's nice and stitched. Alright, so now we're going to repeat the same thing to the other side, and it can look a little tricky because now you've got it's a little different because now you have this fabric, but it's, trust me, it's just as easy. So what you're going to do, you're going to take it and we're going to do what we did in the beginning. Zipper on the edge of the fabric, but you have to double check to make sure that Wonder Woman print and Wonder Woman print are together and lining print and lining print are together, okay? So you want to make sure they're close. Alright, make sure all the zipper and the two fabrics are flush and pin. Alright, and remove excess thread. So now you have successfully inserted a zipper. See? Alright, very good. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is we're going to actually make the bag. So this part can be a little tedious, but it's worth it in the end. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your bag and you're going to open it like this. You see? So Wonder Woman fabric touching, liner fabric touching. Alright? And now what we're going to do is we're going to always make sure that your fabric here is flush right by the zipper. You want it to be nice and even. So now what we're gonna do is we're going to pin seam allowances. Now my seam allowance is gonna be 1/2 inch. So I put my 1/2 inch and I put in my pin. And you're gonna do this all the way around the bag, except a little part in the lining, and I'll show you where. Alright, so the reason why we left the top open is because what you're going to do, this is a very, very important step. You have to reach in, grab the zipper, wherever it is, and open it. Because later on, we will flip this inside out, and the zipper needs to be open in order for you to do it, or else you're going to have a hard time trying to flip it inside out. So now that we got that done, we're gonna sew the top, pin the top, sorry. Alright. And we also pinned the top part of the lining, but you have to make sure to leave a space somewhere here so you can turn it inside out. somewhere in the center. Alright, so now that you got it all the way around, now we sew. So start on one end. Oh, yeah, you can replace your zipper foot now with your regular foot. Alright, so now we sew all the way around. Alright, now to do a corner, all you have to do is you put your needle down, lift up your foot, pivot straight like that, put your foot back down, and just start sewing again. Alright, and once you get to about here, this is when you're gonna backstitch and you're gonna leave this open. You have to make sure you leave a gap for turning inside out. So now what you can do, actually, if you want, also optional, you can trim away the excess sides, just so it's not so bulky when you turn it inside out. So I'm gonna do that right away. There you go. And you have yourself a sunglasses case, or whatever you want it to be. But always make sure that you sew this closed. Alright? Thank you for watching. Say thank you, Danny.
Thank you.